Hey guys, it's GQAzndood
and that Asian kid.
and we're back here with a quick news update on some 2 Asian for You news. So, as of recently, EVO just finished up, and if you guys don't know what EVO is, you guys either don't play fighting games, or you just don't play fighting games.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it. And now, EVO is the biggest fighting game tournament in America. Actually, the world.
It's the world championship.
Yeah, it's the world championship of fighting games. Now, all the big names are there. Street Fighter, Super Street Fighter 4, AE, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Injustice was just added in this year.
Yep.
A couple small ones like King of Fighters and Mortal Kombat.
And
But the biggest one that there was a big debacle about Nintendo and not wanting their game on stream was Super Smash Brothers Brawl, right? Or
Melee.
Melee, the GameCube one.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, because I guess the Wii was a little bit.
Well, as you know, that was the user or the People's Choice video game.
Right, and didn't the people raise money for?
What they originally did was, it was donation based, and whatever game got the most donations on it, all those donations went to breast cancer awareness.
Okay.
And whatever had the most money for it would go on, and that would be the tournament that they would hold.
So they did it for a cause.
Yes, a very good cause.
See that Nintendo? We could like boobs. Yeah. And we used your game to say boobs.
I like the boobies.
I like the boobies. Yeah. So anyway, a lot of big hitters this year for EVO, and if you want more news on it, you can go on. Definitely look it up.
Yeah, it's all over the place. Like SRK, event hubs.
Yeah, just news about EVO is everywhere.
Yep.
So today we're just gonna let you know which game was in the tournament and who won.
What were some of the hype moments?
Right. So we'll save Street Fighter for last because I feel like that's the biggest one. So,
Okay.
so there's a few small ones that didn't were just done after the first day of EVO. Like for example, Persona 4. Did anybody watch that?
I did not.
Exactly. So
anime fighters they have a place in EVO. It's always down to Blaze Blue, Guilty Gear, Persona, and they brought it, they represented, and we're good that we're happy that it was there.
oh, I actually watched that tournament, or
Okay.
the finals, and it was pretty much a battle between an American player and a Japanese player. Now if you have an anime fighter, in my mind, the Japanese player is going to beat you. Because that's just the way. I mean, it's from Japan, so I'm gonna say, most of these games are from Japan, but it's more popular there.
That's very true.
Yeah.
I feel that.
If someone was playing Blaze Blue, and I was like, "Hey, can I play?" and he was like, "Hi," and I was like, "Oh, okay,
all right,
I'm screwed." Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it was pretty much a shutout. I think it was. If you wanna look it up, it's Yume is the Japanese champion of Persona 4 Arena.
Okay. Who was he using, if you know?
Aegis, I believe.
Aegis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And he was
Was he sewing in the balls out of?
Well, the thing was he was zoning, and after he got enough bars to launch her ultra mode, her second form, he went all out. I think that's how he won. Because
all right.
First he would zone because she's not that strong without her ultra mode.
Yeah.
And so what happens is she got enough meter after zoning him for so long, and he picked the charge character. The fencer girl.
Oh, Mitsuru. Yeah.
So he picked her, and man, it felt like it was a one-way fight. That's when I watched it. So I felt like Yume controlled the board a little bit more than he did. So anyway, it was a big shout out, and it wasn't I was looking for a hype moment because Persona 4 is pretty hype.
There's a lot. It's a very fast game, and I guess with that being said, there are so many ways to where the tide can turn in the game, or it could just be an utter obliteration.
Yeah, it's either a single player game or maybe a good 2-player game sometimes. But yeah, let's move on. Next one was Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
Mortal Kombat last year was pretty hype because that was the first time it was in tournament.
Yeah. It's been God knows how long since the last Mortal Kombat came out. The last good Mortal Kombat game came out, and and that was Perfect Legend getting that one last year, and you know,
yep, with his Kung Lao, I believe.
Yeah, like that was the whole thing, like him getting the 2 belts. But yeah, like what happened in Mortal Kombat this year?
All I know, in the end, it ended up being a Cabal player, which is super high tier at MK apparently, and a Cyrax, which is surprisingly a not so high tier character.
Oh, he's got some. He's got some tools, man.
Well, the thing is, like, he's not high tier, but he's dirty. Like,
yeah, like
he doesn't do a lot. He does a lot of damage if you like play him weird. Because when I was watching, I was like, that shit works. Like, I like his combos didn't make any sense, but they worked.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, like his animations and everything are all just kind of like what?
They're pretty wonky, but like what's his name? Crazy DJT88, man. He knew what's up. Like he made Cyrax dance, and you know, I play Mortal Kombat. You played Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
And we're both not. I'm not a Cyrax player, so I'm more of a straight shooter kind of guy. Like I'm Kung Lao, like rush down all the way. You know, Cyrax is like zone setups.
Yeah, like I did pick him up for a little while, and yeah, like there's a lot of thought into. Like those setups and everything.
Well, yeah, it's like
you got to be real smart to play him.
When you throw a bomb out, like you have to lure the guy into the bomb, and that's kind of why I was like, that doesn't make any sense. But like he's throwing a bomb randomly, then all of a sudden the guy falls for it, and I was like, okay, what an idiot, you know, like, but hey, it works. So
yeah, if it works,
yeah, like I said, you can look up these videos online.
Yeah, they're all on YouTube.
Yeah,
and
I think like EVO 2K13 on YouTube. I think you can look it up.
You can look up FGC 2012.
Yeah, it's all on there. Just look up Crazy DJT EVO Finals. You'll find it. Now, the one hype video that everybody was kind of sweating about was actually KOF.
KOF, which I'm sad I missed.
KOF was a battle between, I believe, a Korean player. I think Cafe ID.
Yep.
The last year's champion, right? Wasn't it?
I'm not sure if they were the champions. I just remember finalists. Like they had 3 people in like the top 8.
Yeah, they were like,
just some random team that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, they're like Korean gods of KOF.
Yeah, like I remember it was like Mexico versus Korea, and everyone was just going all hype.
Yeah. So this one, which is funny because the guy that won, his name is Reynold, AS/Reynold, and I don't know what the AS means.
Okay.
But he like took it. He was on losers bracket, and he had to play catch up.
Okay.
To KOF Cafe ID, and it was a battle between like Dulong, just like super crazy, like high execution characters.
Okay. Well, that's all a KOF is to me.
Well, like these like Koreans, man, they're all about high execution. Like they're like they have like 6 fingers. I swear to God. And Reynold picks like a pretty much a hard hitting team. Like his team was like Takuma, Choi, Chen, the little drunken master guy.
Okay.
And Benny Maru. And dude, his Benny Maru is ridiculous. Like I didn't even know Benny Maru could do those moves. Like he has an air juggle. And I was like, what is it? Okay, all right. You know how Zero has lightning loops?
Yeah.
Benny Maru's got lightning loops. And I was like,
that's ridiculous.
I've never heard of this lightning loops.
All right.
That's why it was hype for me. That's why I was like, this is awesome. Like I've never seen that.
Yeah.
I saw some new tech that I thought they broke the game.
Was it inspiring?
No, because the game's hard. It's scary. Yeah. It's scary, and I don't have anybody got time for that. So, on a more solemn note, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, as you know, is 2-on-2.
Yep.
And I think Team Infiltration took that over Ricky Ortiz and Justin Wong.
Yeah.
Yep. Just like last year. Last year they did the exact same thing.
Okay.
I think it was the same team too. It was like Akuma and I think it was like Jin or something, like something random.
Well, like Jin's like pretty top tier in that game. He's pretty solid.
Well, Justin Wong always is pretty solid with his Chun-Li and Hwarang.
Okay.
Like, he's got good synergy with them. But I don't know. I felt like Justin Wong when I was watching him play, like he wasn't really feeling it.
Okay.
Like, I felt like Justin Wong came into the tournament with the same mentality, the same skill that he came in last year.
Okay.
So I
feel like no real new innovation.
No, he just learned. He just refined what he knew last year. Like,
okay.
He didn't change anything up, and so Infiltration probably was like you know, I'm gonna defend my title.
I got you downloaded, son.
Yeah, kind of like that. So it was the same thing from last year. So it wasn't really hype. It was like 2-1, and it was like it wasn't really crazy. You know, the one game that I didn't actually see is Tekken Tag Tournament, and I own that game and I actually play that game. As you know, I do a lot of videos. I had a GQAzndood talk about Tekken Revolution, but I did not watch Tekken Tag 2 Tournament. I don't know why. I felt like they snuck that in, and out of nowhere there was a finalist. Like, I didn't know. So all I know is Cafe ID, KOF player, and his partner Nee won grand finals using I believe True Ogre and Devil Jin. That
Team Evil,
Team Monster, like
Team Monster, all right.
Team Mythological Beast, yeah, and that's all I can tell you for that, you know. But shouts out to Cafe ID for winning something.
Hey man, Korea and Tekken.
That's true, except that crazy, the crazy Korean guy in GameWorks. Remember that guy?
Hey, yeah.
So if you guys don't know that, there was a crazy Korean guy in 2010. In GameWorks, in our GameWorks in Seattle, you know, the one when me and Asian Kid went to for Tony's birthday, and that kid was like on Tekken 6 for like hours, and people were just
he had like a just disgusting win streak.
It was like maybe over 50.
Yeah,
and people were just like nonstop, just
lining up trying to beat him.
Yeah, and I love that. I love that. I wish arcades were still like that.
Yeah, like it's kind of sad. Not a lot of people here, anyways, have that mentality.
Well, you probably have a better chance at a big city when there's more people.
Yeah,
so, we live in a backwash town called the Ham, the Bellingham.
The Ham.
Before we get to the top 3, let's talk about Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers the first time ever Smash Brothers ever in EVO, and it was a huge success. I think I watched Maximilian's video, and Maximilian's video said Smash Brothers had over 140,000 viewers.
Dude, that is insane.
So Nintendo, you're probably not watching this, but if you somehow accidentally stumble upon this, because I'm a genius and I know how to manipulate information in the internet, Nintendo, 140,000 viewers. If every one of those people owns Smash Brothers, especially your new one that's coming out.
Yep.
And we only know you don't have any games for Wii U, so you need to sell some stuff. I don't own one, but you know, the new one makes me want to own one.
Yeah.
You know, so if you do that game right, and if you if you just expose your games out more and a little bit more, free with your copyrighted material, you know, just let people just be exposed to that. I think you're gonna be good. A lot of people know Nintendo is like a long-term company that's been serving video gamers for the whole time. But like lately, it's been 360 and PS3. So Nintendo, catch up. I'm guilty of having a Super Nintendo and switching to PlayStation 3. I skipped over 64 because I thought it was getting lame, you know. But your Wii U, it's all your games, all your systems from the GameCube to the Wii to the Wii U, all innovative, you know. Now I understand that you can play Call of Duty on PS3, you can play Call of Duty on 360, but if I want to play it on the Wii U, I want to play it differently. You know, like you guys have the extra controller, you guys are using that, awesome. On your Smash Brothers game, man, make that something. Make it make it not just another controller. Make it something useful, like an item box screen, something cool, you know. So that way, you know, it's. I want to buy it because it's got these unique features in the game. Because I have a Wii U, you know, not because it has the best graphics or anything like that. So, anyway, Smash Brothers, first one ever. MIOM Mongo was the one that won. Just unknown player. All I remember from this guy is long hair and wife beater shirt.
Yeah.
And he was
he was pretty hype.
He was pretty hype. Actually, the whole tournament for Smash Bros was pretty hype. And I remember like reading the forums that Smash Bros is not even a fighting game. And people were like, it's not a fighting game. It doesn't have moves. It doesn't have like specials. And I was like, people are fighting.
Yeah,
it's a fighting game.
Yeah,
there's a strategy to it. Just because it's not your traditional fighting game doesn't mean it's not a fighting game. But anyway, this guy, I think he popped out. He threw down a controller and he was like, yeah, I got this. And it was like, and the crowd was hype. And Nintendo, if you're watching the stream, that's how fighting games are.
Yep.
And your game is a fighting game. Make it happen. You know, we love your stuff. You just need more exposure out there. And that's all I got to say about that. So, because I can go on about it all night. Okay, so top three. Let's start with Injustice. So, Injustice for me is the game I'm playing right now. It's pretty much it's taken over, and Superman punched the crap out of Mortal Kombat in the spotlight.
Yeah, it has definitely taken Mortal Kombat's spot.
Yeah, and it looks like from the roster and the people playing it, they're all from America. Makes sense. It's an American game, and it's gonna attract more American players. So
yeah.
I saw the final, and it was the champion is EMP, your favorite, and the Empire Video Cross Games KDZ. Well, what do you know? He's a Superman player. Now, Superman is what they call the.
He's godlike.
No, he's okay. Well, yeah, we know that.
Yeah.
He's the poster boy of DC Comics. He can battle with Batman over here about that.
Yeah.
But they're kind of like the top two. If Superman's not your thing, Batman can be your thing.
Yep.
Right? That's kind of how it is. Now, I follow Max, and Max is right about a certain little conspiracy that Superman's way too good in the game.
Yeah.
Only probably because he does have a movie, and everybody knows Superman. If like DC Comics, you either know Batman or Superman.
Yep.
So you got to make those two like easily playable. People can pick them up, and you got to feel powerful with them. So, so it makes sense. But tournament wise, I'm not surprised that there's a lot of Supermans in the tournament.
Yeah. Very true.
But by the way, shouts out to Chris G using Green Arrow out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was sick.
That's hype.
I was very excited over that.
You know what kind of got me, made me interested in the whole like final and god tier characters.
Okay.
Superman's god tier, right?
Yes.
And the other god tier is Black Adam, who's the only one that has enough power to stop Superman. Right? His weakness.
Yeah, magic.
Yeah, exactly. So I was just like, I wonder if they made that on purpose. Now, to me, Superman's a little bit more like on zoning with a little bit of rushdown. But Black Adam is total zoning with like very little rushdown. So I wonder if they made them complement each other somehow. Or
it's just wishful thinking.
Yeah, it's just wishful thinking. But anyway, I know Superman is godlike because he has a movie. Everybody wants to advertise Superman right now.
Yeah.
Like I said, if they had a Doomsday movie, Doomsday would be god tier. Or if the Dark Knight was just coming out, Batman would be a little bit stronger. I think he's good now.
Yeah, he's very solid.
Yeah, but he's execution heavy. So Superman, you can do a lot of damage for so little. So which makes sense. He's Superman. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, shouts out to EMP Video Cross Games KDZ for winning it with Superman. I forgot who fought him in the finals, but dude was like a Green Lantern player.
He was a Green Lantern player.
So as far as you know, ThatAznKid is a big Green Lantern fan. And I played Doomsday, and he switched up to Doomsday at the last second.
Yeah, the last match.
And I think in my opinion, he knew he couldn't win, so he was just like, I'm gonna put on a show. I'm gonna pick Doomsday.
Yeah, get some hype.
Yeah, and I thought,
and that did it because he got the first round in.
And I don't know if you know, as soon as he picked Doomsday, everybody just like stood up and was like, yeah.
Yeah, it was time to flip the tables.
Yeah.
Everything happened.
Yeah. I just wish, like, wishful thinking, I just wish he would have caught up and like just reset the bracket.
Oh yeah, dude,
that would so crazy.
We would have lost our minds.
I would have broke something. I would have taken like this controller, just throw it against the wall. I would have Doomsday raged all over the place. Anyway, congratulations, man. Good job. Hopefully next year we'll see more of this stuff. Hopefully stuff will get balanced. Thank God Scorpion was banned. As far as you know, Scorpion's broken. And maybe next year we'll see some Martian Manhunter on the tournament, and some more. And Zod wasn't in.
Some variety.
Yeah. As far as Ed Boon said that Injustice will be receiving 4 more DLC characters.
So we are granted at least 1 more season pass.
Actually, I just read today that there is no season pass number 2. You have to buy all the characters by themselves.
By themselves?
Yeah.
Damn.
So I was like, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. But I think the part where they missed money out on is for every one you bought, you got a free costume.
Yeah.
So I think that's why. But whatever. I love Injustice. They're doing the DLC right.
Yeah.
So you don't have to buy all the characters, But season pass did save you some money. So.
It did.
The most hype game of all time so far, as in my lifetime, right now, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. As far as you know, the game is so hyped because you can change the flow and the turn of a match in a matter of an X factor.
Yep.
That's all you got to do.
Yep.
So you can go from winner to loser in like 30 seconds or less, probably like 10 seconds or less, depending on what characters you're using.
Exactly.
And now the champion for this year of EVO 2013 in Marvel is
actually it was a pretty big surprise. Like I wasn't expecting it at all, and I don't think a lot of people were. But
nope, I think a lot of people were expecting Chris G and Mr. Filipino Champ to be top two.
Yeah,
but they were Filipino Champ was knocked out in the losers bracket, and Chris G couldn't make it out of the losers bracket. I think like he was like the last one to be eliminated in the losers bracket.
He was one of them. Yeah.
Yeah. They just because the dude's been using the same team since the whole season started.
More or less.
No, since the whole season started with like the whole Morgan and Doom combo. So people were just pretty much probably practicing against that.
They were getting ready for it. Yeah.
And then they were probably doing like another Phoenix team. Like they were just people probably practice only against the top. What they expect to be in the top 10, top 8. So anyway, this year. EMPFS Flocker won, which is a big surprise because like last year he didn't really go that high. So brother did some work this year, but the number one hype. I'm gonna call my MVP.
The MVP for Marvel.
For Marvel,
yes, and maybe 100%
and maybe for EVO.
For EVO. Actually,
because I've never sat down and watched, and all of a sudden I was just angry and hyped and crazy about a person coming back.
Okay, we're gonna have to do a little bit of explaining before we just go into the finals. Okay. Because obviously we should just let them know the person, our MVP for EVO, is Wong. Justin Wong.
Okay, now if you're into fighting games, Justin Wong is not very popular in the sense, as in like he's so good that people don't care about Justin Wong because they already know that he's gonna win.
Yeah,
But lately he's been kind of like making it top 8 but not winning anything.
Yeah.
Which if the dude plays like 4 games, so I'm not surprised. Like he's good at all games.
Yeah.
But man, Marvel. It's like
he did work.
Like NCAA, like Cinderella story, like that. This was a Cinderella story for EVO.
Yes. Well, like it started off like wasn't it? Justin was in the winners bracket.
No, he was all losers.
He was all losers.
Yeah,
I thought he went up against Flocker, and then got sent into losers.
I don't know if he got sent into losers, but all I know is like when I started following it, he was already in losers. So
yeah, he the top 8. It was Ron Masama,
right.
Filipino Champ,
right,
and then Cloud,
0 player, yep,
and then I want to say Chris G, and then Angelic. But pretty much like near the end of the losers bracket, Justin Wong had to go up against Chris G.
Right.
And that was like really on in the beginning of like the top 8.
That was the peak of top 8.
Yeah, like the first what was deciding 8th place was Filipino Champ versus Ron Masama.
Yeah.
And obviously Filipino Champ disrespected Ron Masama.
Yeah, Ron Masama got bodied.
Yeah,
hard.
There was some dirty play, but yeah. So
his team, for a team that's all white, his team is pretty dirty. Like all his characters in white colors, but he got the dirtiest tactics.
So like then what happened in losers was losers bracket was gonna be like Filipino Champ versus Cloud, and then Justin Wong versus Chris G.
Okay.
And one of the hype moments, Filipino Champ didn't make it through. Cloud took him out.
Yeah.
With his Zero team.
Yeah.
And then what happened was Justin Wong Chris G went up 2-0 in that matchup against Justin Wong. And then Justin hit the breakers. He went Demon Rage.
Yo, I don't know. You guys don't follow Justin Wong. Justin Wong is a master of never giving up.
Yeah. There are so many moments.
He's like how Marvel has X Factor. He's got the Wong factor. Like he can like snap and all of a sudden like with his Akuma take out your whole team with one X Factor combo. Somehow. Yeah. I think what happens is like people get nervous and they know that it's coming and they just something snaps inside them and they lower the defenses.
Yes.
Something like that.
But yeah, pretty much like what happens is for 3 or 4, no, it was 4 straight matches, Justin Wong would go 0-2.
Yeah.
And then he would just, by the skin of his teeth, just go crazy with either Akuma or Storm or some miracle of God. He would just pull through. And watching him climb from the depths of loser's bracket all the way up to Flocker and even resetting the bracket, it was something that was just amazing to watch.
Well, here's a reason. I mean, I like Justin Wong, and I gotta be honest with you. When I first met, like, I didn't meet Justin Wong, but like when I first like heard of Justin Wong, I was a big Daigo fan. And I know there's always like the Daigo Justin Wong like rivalry, right?
Yeah.
To me, Daigo is just a quiet guy that plays video games. Justin Wong was like this kid that was like, I'm gonna take him out.
He's the new kid on the block. Getting ready to
so anyway,
make his
like,
name.
Justin Wong to me is like he works hard. I know he does. He's Team Evil Geniuses, and the thing that I respect about Justin Wong the most is he plays a lot of games, like different types of games, and he like knows the game. He might not be the best at the game, but like he knows it like front to back.
Yeah.
And the why I respect him in this tournament and in Marvel is because he doesn't pick a fraudulent team. Okay, as far
like his team is
I don't know if you guys
know. He enjoys playing.
He plays a team that he likes to play. He doesn't care about like tiers or rankings. He plays a team that he likes, he enjoys, and that team is Wolverine, Storm, and Akuma.
Yeah.
Which is like, if you're into Marvel, you're like, why the hell would he pick this team,
Yeah, exactly.
But you watch Justin Wong and you're like, that's why he picks that team, like he just makes it work somehow. Somehow Justin just makes it work. Now, and that's the beauty about like Justin Wong is that he doesn't succumb to like high tier lightning loops, level 3 Dark Phoenix, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Morrigan Doom spam. Like he doesn't succumb to that, or level 3 Dark Virgil. He just plays his game.
Yeah.
So that's why like it was so hyped, because like all you had was this guy that was like just beaten and battered with a team that was like, that's not gonna win EVO. And then here you go, he's like, he won one game, he won another game. Then all of a sudden, his crowd was hyped. He was standing up, and then dude was just like, "What's going on?" Like the other guy was just like, what's happening here?" Like the momentum definitely changed when Justin Wong steps up to the plate. So.
Yeah, for sure.
So EMP Flocker, congratulations, but Justin Wong, you're my dude, man. My 2013 EVO MVP. All right. So the most hype game of all time is Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition right now. And they just released a new one, Ultra Trouble. We'll go back. We'll go that in a minute here. The last year's champ, Big Daddy Infiltration.
Oh, dude, that dirty Infiltration.
Infiltration, dude.
Protector of Korean skies.
Infiltration is crazy. Like if I ever like fight against Infiltration, I'd be scared. One, he's Korean. They're crazy.
He is a scientist.
Yeah, and he's like, I don't know, man. He's wild. Like he's like fighting game chaos to me.
Yes.
like he has you can't read him.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, because when I watch these games and I watch these tournaments, I'm trying to read like the movements of the character so I can predict what they're gonna do next. But Infiltration, man, he just throws a monkey wrench in all my predictions. He's like El Nino of fighting games. Like, I don't understand. But the most crazy thing that Mr. Chaos did in Super Street Fighter 4 was he switched to Hakan to go to counterpick PR Balrog's Balrog.
To be honest, I had no idea that even Hakan was a counterpick to Balrog.
Well, I didn't know either. All I know is Hakan's low tier, but he played him like.
Well, I don't know. Like apparently, like when he's oiled up, he can be pretty devastating.
Well, minus the oil. That's what I'm saying. He's pretty low tier, but like with the oil, dude, he made it work. You can say that dude was slick. He was legit, and like you gotta give this guy props because people were like, he picked a con, what the hell? And then he was like, I'll show you why I picked a con, you know, and then bam, dude got it. Dude got it. He
repped it.
Okay, but you know, I gotta give props to Infiltration, and also to Eduardo PR Balrog.
Yeah,
he plays a mean game. Like to me, he's like a legit, like he's a hardcore.
PR Balrog is definitely like one of the the world top Street Fighter players.
Like when you watch these guys play, they're classy, and like you can tell like they have a certain like, you know, like class to them when they play. You know, when someone play dirty, you know, or you throw air fireballs all day. Taquito. But anyway, dude, most respect to the EVO 2013 champion, man. My man Cien, dude.
Cien, yes,
man. He picked Gen. Ever since he won, they've people on the internet have been making memes about like what's going on in Xian's mind while he's playing Gen, and what's going on in Taquito's mind when he's playing Akuma. So in Xian's mind, it's like, you know, press all three, it'll switch chances. I can do this, I can do that, and it's like all these like flowcharts.
Yeah.
And then like in Taquito's mind, it's like air Hadokens. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So man, first of all, I don't even understand Gen.
Yeah, like Gen in the Street Fighter world, like would you count him as low mid tier?
You know what, Gen is like, yeah. You know why though? Because like he's hard to understand.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's such a technical player that it was like at the point like no one knows anything really about Gen. But you know, I remember when Cien was still playing Yun and he made that transfer to Gen, and everyone was just like, "What the fuck? Why would you do that?"
Because I remember like I think that happened last year.
Yeah, that was last year, and you know, for that time, I was just like, "Yo, Cien, rock it, do what you do."
He'd always go on, you know, cross counter Asia and play it like online with Gen, and I was like, dude, I don't even know how that works. Like he can switch stances in like one wave of his hand and do combos. But man, watching that fight, dude, Cien, dude, he read Taquito.
Yeah, like that's the crazy thing about it. Like his character, like they're, like, you know, like when someone wins EVO, there's a lot of talk about like, oh, this character's overpowered because he has this, and you know, there's a lot of people crying nerf.
Yeah.
But when you watch Gen or Cien playing Gen, for me, anyways, it's just like, yo, like he is just playing out reading these guys. This is pure skill.
What he's trying to say is that Cien won Street Fighter fair and square.
Yeah.
Hard work, knowing the character, and probably knowing he's gonna throw air fireball, because that's what won it. Like I think the killing blow, which is hilarious. So that's just like his move. The killing blow for Taquito was when, I think it was like Taquito was like a fraction away from the ground, and like Cien was like, put it on, super, and then like it ducked under the fireball, super right into him, and then like just comboed right after that, and that was it. And I was like, that was a read. That was like, and that wasn't even like, you know, a read that you know is gonna happen, meaning like it was at the height of his jump and he's gonna do the move, but it was like before he touched the ground, so that means like he reacted. It was a read that he's gonna throw a fireball. He didn't know what strength it was, so he didn't know what speed it was coming down. But you know, and then to react, and especially with Gen, dude, that's crazy, man. Like I was so hyped. I was so happy for Cien that I made him. If you go to his Facebook cover is my graphic that I made for him, which it says Cien Gen EVO Champion 2013. Check it out at Facebook. Be friends Cien at Facebook. Follow him on Twitter. Whatever. It's pretty great. But dude gets my respect. I was actually following him on his tournaments throughout the year. Yeah. But like I wasn't following the whole tournament, just like his fights. Yeah. And like his like performance is like, dude, like it's clean. It's clean.
Yeah, like he's been taking those tournaments in like Asia.
Yeah. No, that was his road to EVO. Yeah. Like those were his stepping stones. Those little Asian guys. The stepping stones to the big picture, to the big temple. You know, so yeah, shouts out to what do you call it? Desperation Move, Mad Cat Cien, man. You guys did great. Yep. Shouts out to you, man. But as far as EVO, I mean, they also, you know, they had a Killer Instinct demo, which We all know it's on, Xbox One exclusive. Awesome. I still want to play it.
Yeah.
Probably don't want to own the system, but I'll be at my local video game store for like 2 hours a day.
Just trying to play it. Just trying.
Just choking kids. Dude, no, you don't want to play this. I got it. But yeah, I want to play it. It's gonna bring me back to when I was like 13. And also, they announced another Street Fighter 4 expansion, Ultra Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, whatever. Like, 5 new characters.
5 new characters.
One being a mystery character. 4 characters from Street Fighter Cross Tekken, which that tells me that they've abandoned Street Fighter Cross Tekken finally.
Yeah.
And they transported those like sprites, those models over to Street Fighter 4 because more people play that.
Yeah.
So that sucks. Capcom, that was on you. You did that to yourself. But hey, thank you for giving us another update on a game that a lot of people like to play. Mm-hmm. Now only if you can give us an update on Marvel 3. Because everybody still plays that. As far as you know, the top 2 EVO games to play on are Street Fighter 4 and Marvel 3. So you said Ono-san said he was going to give us an update. Hopefully he's going to give us an update. But he has a history.
We'll see about that.
He has a track record of saying we're going to do this just to make us happy. So, but there's been many times where they said that people that made Ultimate is not making Ultimate anymore.
Yeah, like they're not on staff, or they're not even doing anything.
Yeah, so that's my EVO post EVO report. Mm-hmm. Like I said, you guys can watch all these videos on YouTube on FGC 2010, I think. Mm-hmm. EVO 2K13. Just Google any one of these guys, and you'll probably find all their matches online, right? I'm gonna pass it up to ThatAznKid. We're gonna take a small break, and he's gonna talk to you about San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah.
All right. See you guys.